I'm going to show you the ledgers in SAP S/4HANA system. This video is the first one of a trilogy called New Features of Ledgers in SAP S/4HANA. In the first video, we are going to see an overview of the new T-code FINSC ledger in S/4HANA. In the second video, we are going to create a new ledger, assign it to the company code of our project, and create the number ranges for the new ledger. In the third video, we'll create a ledger group as well as a new accounting principle and assign it to the new ledger. My name is Nuno Dias and I've been working with SAP since 2001 with the main focus in finance area. I work as a contractor. In case you want to reach me out for projects, you can find my LinkedIn ID in the description of this video. If you are just reaching to this channel, its name is SAP at a Glance, and the goal is to share SAP knowledge. We are doing a full life cycle implementation based in finance and controlling. Please subscribe the channel to receive new videos on a weekly basis. FINSC Ledger is the new SAP S/4HANA transaction code to define ledgers for companies. There is a big difference of the new GL and the ledgers in S/4HANA. In the SAP version ECC, the ledgers were optional for the company code. To run a company code in ECC, it was not needed to activate the ledgers using the new GL. In the SAP S/4HANA, is it possible not to have all the configurations for ledgers? For instance, we might not have to activate the document splitting, but the ledger 0L must be created and the transaction code FINSC ledger must be customized. And without any further ado, let's start. Now we are in the SAP IMG and to go for the new transaction code, we need either we type the transaction code there, either we follow financial accounting global settings, ledger, and define settings for ledger and currency types. When I click here to open, we can see we have the first screen, the first panel, where we have all the configuration for the ledgers. So it means that we have a 0L as leading ledger, and we have a 2L, ledger 2L. We cannot have more than one leading ledger, so you know that from the new ledger. And then this ledger is defined as a standard ledger, and then standard journal entries. So the standard ledger receives all the postings and stores the postings in the database. And the standard ledger normally is associated to an accounting principle, as we have it here, to accounting principles, the ones that probably are in use, because they are, for example, for Europe, we have the IFRS, for Brazil, we have BRAP, and for US, for United States, we have the accounting principle, US GAAP, that is used to perform the consolidation in the system. In case of S/4HANA, we have the group reporting to build our consolidation. So then when we see the new feature, which is the extended ledger, the extended ledger is defined. We can define as many as we want. And then we are going to use either line items with technical numbers, without technical numbers, one deletion possible, another no deletion possible, or journal entries for valuation. We use this. Normally, this commitment and order entry is to make the commitments in the GL account. So it means that if I have some sales order, I need to have some number of purchasing to feed the sales order in case I don't have the stock. We tick this option as managed posting not allowed, so it's not creating postings. And we are receiving the information from these underlying ledgers. What is the underlying ledger? Is, for this case, is receiving postings from 0L, and for that case is receiving the values from the OC, the OE. It could be receiving from the 2L. Okay, we define as we wish. When we select to see inside, we can go one step down, and then we are going to see our company code. So is the E99. The E99, you get this ledger automatically assigned because, as you might remember, I have created this based on the copy of other company code. If you create something from the scratch, you will need to add the ledgers to the company code. But in the next video, we will create a new ledger and then we will do that steps. If you are enjoying this video as me as I'm doing it, please make a like in the video. So then, local currency, global currency, 1030, coming by default for what is defined here in the global currency conversions. And then we can have other 8 currencies for the same company code. K4 as a fiscal year variant, posting variant is 1010, and then we have 10 and 30, and then we can have for the first FI currency second, and then we can have a third currency. If I want to see inside, I double click. I need to untick this. Inside, I can see what we saw. Then we have the counting principle that is coming from the first screen, but I'm going to show how to change it. And then we have the information inside. So I have the currency type 10, 30 for the group and 70 for the controlling. This is coming by default. And then this is what we define. Exchange rate type standard. It was the definition that we gave in one step before. And the transaction data type. Basically, we have this because we copied the company code. Otherwise, we have to do it from the scratch, but we will make a video to showing how we are doing this. If you are enjoying this video, if this video is being useful for you, please type some comments in the comments area of the video. So now carry on, we go and see the other ledger, the 2L, which is also assigned to our company codes. I can double click, is more or less the same information. So you see, it has less company codes. The ledger 2L has much less company codes. Ours is here. I double click, I am inside. So I want to show why this is gray and I cannot change it. So let's go back one step, back another step, and then we are in the main screen. So if I remove the IFRS, if I remove this, okay, and then I want to see inside the company codes, I'm going to have some warnings because I should not be doing this if we are doing already something. I double click there and I can see that the accounting principle can be chosen because I remove it from the first screen. So which means that if I have my accounting principle on the level of the 2L ledger, I cannot put it on the level of the company code because I can have the same ledger associated to several company codes with different accounting principles if the configuration is like this. However, if our configuration is as it was in the system and I want to revert back to the configuration, if I put that back, if we see, I'm going to select, going to the company codes, and I cannot change. So the 99, I cannot change it anymore. Okay. And then we go to this, we drop down another level and I double click and I see that the accounting principle assigned to my company code and to the ledger is this one. Now you know how to navigate in the transaction code fiscal ledger in SAP S/4HANA. In the next video, we are going to create a new ledger assigned to the company codes and to an accounting principle. Please subscribe this channel to be the first one to receive the next new videos. Thanks for watching this video as a part of the full lifecycle implementation series. You can find the next video in the description of this one, and I see you in the next video.